Hi viewers, you're welcome to another wonderful time, Global Entertainment Sports Time, where we give you the gist on how you have the world of sport around the world and the globe. I still remain that your host, Ogu Stephen. I'll be giving you the feedback and how it happens, the showback of the weekend, and the features come this week. Moving straight to our headlines for today, PSG hit 7 to set up Champions League clash with Liverpool or Barcelona. PSG can look forward to a showdown while with their Liverpool or Barcelona in last 16 of the Champions League after mercilessly crushing French rival Brest 7-0 on Wednesday to win their playoff round tie 10-0 on aggregate. PSG were always overwhelming favourites to beat Brest and effectively killed off the tie with a 3-0 win in Brest in the first leg last week. There were 7 different goal scorers in the return at the Princes, the Bradley Barcola, Shabaka, Carla Cashle, Bitian, Desire Dor, Non Mendes, Cancelo Ramos and Sene Mayelu. Netting for the home side is a PSG winning record margin in Europe game and the first time they have scored 7 in Champions League since their chance since the chance Celtic 7-1 in November 2017. This one is a very big one for PSG, I tell you. Moving straight to that account, I think PSG will be facing Liverpool next, I guess, on the in the Champions League after winning or trashing. Let me use the word trashing out Brest. Alright, moving forward to our next headline we have for you today. Nothing lasts forever as Guardiola laments worst Manchester City season. Pep Guardiola considered Man City needs a rebuild after being swept aside by Kylian Mbappe hat-trick at Real Madrid's progress to the last 16, 6-3 on aggregate. Mbappe fired the 15-time winner to a 3-1 second leg win on Wednesday, but much of the damage had been done at City by conceding 2 late goals in lose at home 3-2 last week. It's the third time for the season the City have been knocked out by the Spanish giants, but the first time since Guardiola joined in 2016 that the English champions have failed to reach the last 16. The side were done to face off much earlier in the competition, this time as City only sneaked through the league phase after finishing 22 in 36 team tables. Well, this is actually one of the worst seasons Man City has ever seen in the time of well, we expect more from them this season to see more encounters from them. All right, moving forward straight to our next headline we have for you today. Real Madrid's Bellingham banned for 2 matches after descent. Real Madrid's Jude Bellingham was was hit with a 2-match La Liga ban on Wednesday by the Spanish Football Federation disciplinary committee after he was sent off for dissent. The English international was dismissed during the Champions 1-1 draw at Osasuna on Saturday by referee Jose Monero Montego. Bellingham, who insisted that he has been expressing his frustration and not insulting the referee, will miss league matches against Girona and Real Betis on February 23 and March 2nd, respectively. The disciplinary committee said Madrid's attempts to show that Bellingham had not insulted the official were insufficient to remove the presumed or veracity of the referee's report. Bellingham said his dismissal was due to a misunderstanding. Well, it has in the world of football now, it has really gotten to a stage whereby the all football players need to understand that there is a rules in football when it comes to football. We should always try to adapt to that rule and not to be violent in anything you do. Alright, moving straight to our result from this week Champions League and Europa and also the Conference League. So many games went down and we saw so many things qualifying for the round of 16, where we saw Ajax losing to St. Carlos, but having their 3-2 win on aggregate in that encounter. Adelaide had a 2-2 draw against Fenerbahce, but went out with an aggregate of 5-2 win in favour of Fenerbahce. This was the that had the 5-2 win against Michelin, making it a 7-3 on aggregate. Qualified Real Sociedad. Victoria had a 3-0 win against Chelsea, making it a 3-1 win on aggregate. Bordeaux have a 5-2 win against 20, making it a 6-4 on aggregate. Galatasaray had a 2-2 draw against AZ, making it a 6-3 win in favour of AZ Alkmaar in that encounter. Then we saw Roma having a 3-2 win against Porto in that match, but Porto went away with a 4-3 on aggregate on that encounter. Then we saw Stroa against PAOK on that encounter. Then we saw Stroa having that 4-1 win, escaping that encounter from PAOK. Moving straight to Europa Conference League, we saw so many games going down also. Apoel lost to Celje 2-0. Celje had a 4-2 win on that aggregate. Then we saw Basel Stock having a 3-1 win against Katupolo. Saint Stock having a 6-2 win on the aggregate in that encounter. We saw Panathinaikos also having a goalless draw against Reykjavik, but we see Panathinaikos having a 3-2 win in the aggregate at the first leg. And we also saw Shamrock Rovers losing to Moles, but Moles had a 5-4 win on penalties in that encounter. And we saw Pavos winning, had it to themselves in that encounter 2-1. Pavos went away with a 3-2 on aggregate. There was also Hoffenheim losing to Copenhagen 3-1. Copenhagen having a 4-3 win on that aggregate. We saw Ljubljana 0-0 on aggregate against Borac. Then we saw Borac having a 1-0 win on aggregate in that encounter. We saw Real Betis losing to Gent the second leg, but Gent has made it already at the first leg, having a 3-0 win at the first leg. So we see Real Betis qualifying for the aggregate. Moving straight to our features that happened in the Champions League, where we also at the Premier League, we also saw at the games at the weekend this time. We saw Aston Villa against Liverpool. We ended up in a 2-2 draw in that encounter. And in the Champions League, we saw PSG trashing out Brent, and on aggregate that with 10-0 on aggregate in favour of PSG. Then we saw PSV sending out Juventus after a 3-1 win at home on the aggregate. Then we saw PSG winning 4-3 on aggregate in that encounter. Real Madrid had a 3-1 win against Man City with a 6-3 on aggregate in that encounter. Dortmund had a goalless draw at Sporting at home, but already done the work at Sporting already with a 3-0 win in favour of Dortmund. Moving forward to our features for this week. So many games coming up this week, and I tell you, on Friday we'll be seeing Leicester up against Brentford in the English Premier League. And the Bundesliga will be seeing Freiburg be hosting Werder Bremen. And in Serie A will be seeing Lens hosting Udinese. In the La Liga will be seeing Celta Vigo hosting Osasuna. And in Ligue 1 will be seeing Rennes hosting Reims on Friday. Moving straight to our games on Saturday. We're seeing Liverpool, the La Liga will be seeing Alaves hosting Espanyol. Rayo Vallecano hosting Villarreal. Valencia hosting Atletico. Las Palmas will be hosting Barcelona. Ligue 1 will be seeing Lille hosting Monaco. Saint-Étienne will be hosting Angers. Austria will be hosting Marseille. And the English Premier League will be seeing Aston Villa hosting Everton will be hosting Manchester United in the early kickoff in the Premier League. We'll be seeing Bournemouth hosting Wolves. Arsenal will be hosting West Ham this time around. Fulham will be hosting Crystal Palace. Ipswich will be hosting Tottenham Hotspur. Southampton will be hosting Brighton, while Chelsea will be going to Aston Villa for that encounter in the Premier League. Moving straight to Bundesliga, we'll be seeing Holstein-Kiel hosting Leverkusen. Mönchengladbach will be hosting Augsburg. Mainz will be hosting St. Pauli. Wolves will be hosting Bochum. Dortmund will be hosting Union Berlin. In the Serie A, we'll be seeing Parma hosting Bologna. Venezia will be hosting Lazio. Torino will be hosting AC Milan, while Inter Milan will be hosting Genoa. Moving straight to Sunday, so many features coming out this Sunday, where we'll be seeing Newcastle in the English Premier League hosting Nottingham Forest. And the biggest game for this week will be Manchester City hosting Liverpool. And the Bundesliga will be seeing Leipzig hosting Oldham. Bayern Munich will be hosting Frankfurt. Hoffenheim will be hosting Stuttgart. And in the Serie A, we'll be seeing Como hosting Napoli. Verona will be hosting Fiorentina. Empoli will be hosting Atlanta. Cagliari will be hosting Juventus. Moving straight to La Liga, so many games in the La Liga this weekend. Where we've seen on Sunday we've seen Atletico Bilbao hosting Valladolid, Real Madrid will be hosting Girona, Getafe will be hosting Real Betis, Real Sociedad will be hosting Leganes. Moving straight to League One this week, on Sunday we'll be seeing Nantes hosting Lens, La Havre will be hosting Toulouse, Nice will be hosting Montpellier, Strasbourg will be hosting Brest, while Lyon will be hosting PSG. Alright, thank you very much, viewers, for staying tuned to Sport Time with Global Entertainment News. I still remain that your host, Ogu Stephen. Don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe all our in our all social media handle for us to give you the update as it happens in the world of sports. I still remain that your host once again, Ogu Stephen. God bless you for staying tuned. For now, we have to say.